Good morning from Rio de Janeiro. Goodness knows what I actually look like because I have not that long rolled out of bed. We had our flight yesterday and we were delayed obviously due to the issues that we had with the tyres, but arrived at this beautiful Airbnb which Stuart is going to show you around. It's in Santa Teresa, in the heart of Rio de Janeiro. Behind me we've got all the favelas, and we've also got Christ the Redeemer, which was wonderful to see last night, all lit up. This morning it's really tranquil. I believe here we've got possums, we've got monkeys, and we've got hummingbirds as well, and last night we saw all the bats flying around, so it's really lovely. But I'm going back to my cup of tea and start writing my travel journal.
So here we are at the Celeron steps, right at the very top, looking down on all the crowds of people that are just about to ascend the steps. Right at the very top of the steps is the village of Santa Teresa, which is where we've just done.
Of course.
Oh, hang on, Louise is now helping out, doing photo duties.
Most reliable person.
Yeah, they've definitely chosen the most reliable person to do the photo duties.
Maria. Hello.
We can just look back at them, which is easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're now inside the Cathedral of San Sebastian, patron saint of Rio. This unique and modern cathedral was built in 1964 and drew its inspiration from the architecture of the Mayan pyramids. It's conical shaped on the outside, but surely the wonder of the cathedral are the four 210 feet tall rectangular windows that go from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. When the light comes in, it's truly stunning, but best of all, this is free. Rio would be complete without a visit to Cabana Beach. It's a 4 kilometre long stretch of golden sand. It's really busy at weekends, but on the day that we were there, it wasn't too crowded. The good thing about Copacabana is everything that you want is right there at the end of your fingers. You want something, someone will appear with it. If you want a cocktail, it's there. If you want a caipirinha, it's there. If you want a barbecue, there'll be a guy there who'll make a barbecue right in front of you. You can see in the background there's lots of hotels, lots of bars, lots of restaurants, all dotted along Copacabana Beach. And I've got to say, we were really impressed by Copacabana when we arrived. It set us our breath away.
If you're thinking of coming to Christ the Redeemer, there are loads of tours that you can do on TripAdvisor, but we like to do things ourselves, so we decided to make our own way here. It was relatively simple. We left from Santa Teresa and got an Uber straight to the Tram de Corcovado, I think it's called, and basically that was £3. And then when we got outside, there were loads of people there that are trying to get you to jump on their minibus, telling you that the trams are really delayed and that you've got an hour's wait in the queue. We ignored them, went straight up, and it was great. We were able to pay for the tram on our card. It brings you all the way up to Christ the Redeemer. It was £33 for the two of us. You can stay up here for as long as you want. It is busy. I would suggest if you are going to do it and you're doing it as single travellers, that you try and get there in the morning. We were advised to get here for 8 o'clock, but we got here at about 20 past 8 and had to wait in the queue for about 15 minutes. It wasn't a problem. The tram was beautiful. You go through the jungle and you see some jackfruit on the way. It's very steep. There are some beautiful views, and it's definitely worth doing it, in our opinion.
that's Cabana Beach. Down there.
So as you come out of the Corcovado train station, having just come back down from Christ the Redeemer, literally turn right out the station, come down and you'll find this most amazing coffee house. They roast their own coffee on site, they do coffee art, beautiful cakes. So let's go and have a look inside. Let's have a look at these cakes, because here they come. Wow, they look amazing. And on the front, there's a board where you can mark up where all the visitors from around the world come from. So
just for you know, guys. Yeah. So it's like that. Yeah, really small because the coffee works like a popcorn, and so when we roast, they have a crack, and this crack will expand the heat. Yeah. So this one is.
the guys are showing us around the coffee house, showing us the raw beans and how they roast them.
So here it's roasted. You see,
Wow.
expand a lot.
Yeah.
And the crack, yeah. And depending how much of the energy you put,
Yeah.
like the fire.
Uh-huh.
So if you give the force to expand, will expand more. So depending the roast, the size also will be a little bit different.
And this one, is this what the people use for climate sickness, altitude sickness? Cacao in...
No, that's cachaca. That's
Yeah,
where you make
it's a barrel
caipirinha.
Ah!
This one is a barrel aged. We talk about that because we take the raw bean
Yeah.
and put inside the barrel, and so we'll absorb the humidity of the wood, and so it gets this flavor.
That smells...
And we roast after that, so it's not alcoholic.
Right.
It's not
No,
alcoholic.
not
at all.
alcoholic.
Yeah, but it gets a lot of the spicy, the thing of the alcohol.
Yeah.
Through Ipanema. This is where the very famous song "The Girl from Ipanema" was written.
Sweet corn. Sweet corn. I think it's sweet corn
So we've arrived at Sugarloaf Mountain. Having arrived here in the early afternoon, there was absolutely zero queues. We just walked all the way to the very, very front and walked on pretty much the next cable car that was due to leave. We do know this is very, very popular at sunset times. We decided to come here at lunchtime because this evening we're going to the Maracanã to watch Fluminense versus Sao Paulo. So we won't be here at sunset, so we thought we'd make the journey up this time of day. Christ the Redeemer there can be seen in the distance overlooking Rio de Janeiro. This lagoon No, that's not the lagoon. Sorry, that's the harbour. We've been around there many times in the Ubers that we've used to get around the city, and it's absolutely beautiful. Up on the first level of Sugarloaf Mountain, you can see a helicopter landing pad directly in front of where we are. And yeah, you can take a helicopter and go off up towards and fly around Christ the Redeemer and back again. If you want to pay 770 Brazilian reals per person.
Ah, no, no, calcio para levar. Ah, no, no, calcio.
Concludes our video of Rio. Thank you very much for watching. I just want to add that when we finished at Sugarloaf Mountain, we went to the Maracanã to watch a game between Fluminense and Sao Paulo. The tickets were really easy to get. We went to the stadium earlier on in the day. We bought the tickets and we returned it later on in the evening. We didn't take any expensive camera equipment with us on the advice of our host. However, we did feel extremely safe. It was a great match to watch, really enjoyable. When you leave, just make sure that you walk a little bit away from the stadium before getting a taxi, and you'll find that you'll get a taxi absolutely no problem for a good price. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.